Salutations, Patreon family. This is a video for you only. It's late on a Saturday night, and Spirit, the creator, wants me to go ahead and let this information out. I have a great appreciation for you all, because after I made a video concerning, you know who I was talking about, Peter, some people got upset with me, alright, and they actually came onto this platform. About 6 people. There's not many of us here at all, so my number went up a little bit, and then they exited after about 3 weeks, tried to get their money back and said I was doing a bad job and left all these horrible comments. So it was an attempt to discourage me, but I won't stop, and there's a few of you here that are real. I have so much appreciation for you, so I try to help in any way I can, and this is something here I wanted to kind of relay to you, because throughout the time I've been speaking in interviews and in these videos, there's a lot of things that I don't talk about. And one of them is that I'm a medium. I'm a strong medium, not just a psychic, but I'm a medium, and I don't kind of disclose that. And I definitely try to hide that at the conferences. And another thing is that I'm a trained hypnotist. I certified in hypnosis, but I didn't talk about that a lot because it wasn't from a university. So I didn't always go into that. And more than that, like most of the knowledge that I accumulated, I'm going to keep it 100 with you Patreon people, alright, my friends here. It was information for myself and for the betterment of myself, so I could try to survive the death process and understand this crazy shit crap that was always happening to me, you know. So that's really what that was, 100. So I didn't ever think of helping people in this way. But in this way, this is something that I do, that I know about, that I'm just going to share briefly with you and try to keep it dense here, condensed. This concerns spirit release, and when I say this, we're going to call it spirit release possession, okay? Because also possession kind of fits this also, in that it's something that takes over our energy and can cost our energy, all right? Now, when dealing with this and this type of a release, I'm dealing with dead humans, people that have passed on. And there's something, no matter how we want to talk about it, whether it's the Bardo Thodol, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, or my own near-death experience, or whatever you want to call it, there's something with the personality that survives. So a lot of times dealing with this is that we have spirits, dead people, relatives, ancestors, others that we don't even know, that get attached to us seriously and get entwined in our energy fields. Sometimes this is individuals that when they pass, they're unaware that they died, or when they do transition, they are afraid of the light for certain reasons, that what they've been told, they've heard about, or they've done things that are in their energy field, treating people bad. And I told you when I died, everything comes back, and I put in my life flash, it comes back 20 times, a million times more powerful than what you put out. If you're misjudging, you're dogging out people, hurting people, killing people, that stuff comes back on you big time, and that's a serious problem. So anyway, that's another reason why some spirits will not cross over, and I've seen this, you know. So something that happens once they get entwined in our energy field, we can become so accustomed to it that you start seeing things like energy drains, mood swings, and a person, especially a lot of mental illness that certain people have, can be connected to actually dead people that are entwined in their energy field and they're unaware of it, to a point of when you separate this, sometimes the person actually misses this other entity that was with them, what they were unaware of for so long. It's become entwined with them. All right, and the reason why I want to bring this up, because I just did a spirit release on a client, and without going in deeply what I do, just touching on the surface. And it's interesting because I don't hear a lot of these people claiming to be mediums and crossing people over talking about this. I have crossed over a few people now, and especially after I died, I can see it even more clearly than I could before. All right, one of the things is that when these people get entwined to our energy field, it can cause mental illness and sickness. So what I do is I actually take the client into a hypnotic trance, all right? And what I do is I do rapid inductions and instants. I'm pretty good at them, all right, to be honest with you. So I'll take somebody deep into the deep levels, and then have the attachment identified and eradicated, and have that spirit cross over. And the reason why I'm bringing this to you right now on Patreon, it's going to stay here only, is because this last client I did, when actually they were very deep, and when I isolated what the spirit was, where it was attached, it was their grandfather that actually had passed when they were 1 year old, but they still have a clear memory of this man. You know what I mean? So this man had attached to them even at that point. They may already been passed from what they're seeing, but that energy field was trapped with them, definitely, and causing them sickness, causing them mood swing, causing them problems in their life, and they were unaware of it. So once in the session that this is identified, and I went ahead and the next go across this grandfather over. All right. Now, before I did this, first of all, this client's own, because I can see, all right, so this client's own angelic team came into the room. 6 of them, all right, 5, three to the left and 2 to the right, and these were different angelic looking beings. They had more of a white type of a glow to them, all right, and what they did, this portal kind of came. They came out of this portal, and the client started seeing this too and starts like crying, and this release is coming, a lot of crying is coming out of this. And then this is what I want to tell you, because I got to wrap this up. Look, this I've never seen this before when helping other spirits cross over and other people like us cross over. These angelic forms like grabbed him and took him, put him through that portal. He didn't seem to have a choice. And they weren't, and the only thing I could say, just for a frame of reference, if you remember the movie Ghost, the only thing is when the dark ones come for those cats, they kind of come up and surround and pulled them down or whatever. This was different. These weren't dark ones, but they pulled this being through, and I've never seen that. So I don't know if we're at a time in our evolution right now on this planet, whatever's going on this prison planet, that's what's happening now. That you have angelics and teams like that pulling some people over like that. I mean, it was very interesting, so I wanted to share that with you. So that's not going into how I do, especially do the detachments and everything. There's a different ways for those. My mate has beautiful ways that she does. Sorry, my partner. I get that saying right. Oh, I'll get in trouble for that. My partner, she has interesting ways that she does it too, in releasing and actually clearing houses too. She's very gifted. So, you know, these are all ways we can do, things we can do. I also wanted to share this with you. It's a Saturday night, coming hard. Once again, this is something a little different from the typical virus stuff we're hearing about. So sick of hearing about the election. Oh, I know they're a fact of life, but man, it's a burnout. They're just a burnout. It takes us away from stuff like this. So just remember, all right, and especially, and like another client that I had done, this was years ago, I did a release with them, and what happened with them was this was a spirit that they did not know. It was not a relative or anyone. It was a spirit they had picked up in a house that they lived in. And this thing had got on them, and they started having like certain health problems, certain bad habits they didn't have before, certain pains in certain areas, you know, things of that nature. So just be aware that a lot of times, especially when dealing with mental illness, it can be influenced by dead people that get in our energy field. It's somewhat disconcerting, I know, but it's real. It is what it is. To wrap this up, look through these notes real quick. That's it. It's a human condition. That's what I'll say. It's just a human condition, definitely. The other things concerning what mood swings can happen, you can take that and look at some of the other videos about negative inorganic beings. That's not the same category here. I'm not talking about demons and things of that mood. I'm talking about normally people like you and I that don't cross over, that are still roaming here. That's one of the issues. So thank you very much. I thank you so much to people on Patreon. I've said it a dozen times, but people don't really get it. It is because of you, the YouTube channel is still going on, and I'm putting videos out. But however, there are 49 videos on Patreon here that are not on YouTube. 49. So please go through the list and look at them all. Check them out. I try to make it to where it's worth your time. You could have been going to the movies and maybe get a popcorn for what you're doing for me a month. Well, maybe a pop. I don't know. Oh, I don't know about that. The movies here are $15. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. Peace.